All right, guys. So we have been dealing on this is like a video now. So this is another series on basics of C, like all you need to know about C before you start writing the codes. So the person that will be talking now is Mr. Gafar, explaining all about C, the history about C, and so on like that. So I've helped you to timestamp some of the spaces where he started the history, where he started writing codes, and so on like that. So you can check somewhere around this video. Just go to the description section or the comment section. You will see transcript.
Then if you
Just
want
check
to
the
join, make sure
transcript so
you
that you can
subscribe and turn
check
on the
where you
notification
need.
bell icon.
And also make sure you click on that Telegram link that I sent on the description section or on the comment section. Join the Telegram channel. So on the Telegram channel, we are going to drop the meeting ID where you can join our meetings. Then from the meetings, you can have access to our WhatsApp link. Do you understand? So make sure you subscribe in case you miss any video or any meeting. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell icon so you get notified whenever you miss any meetings.
C language as what as a system programming. So I told you that mostly we use it for what for embedded system. So which means we can also use it to create operating system from the beginning. Let's say now we have hundreds of what operating system. Are we getting it? We have Windows DOS, we have Microsoft, we have Linux, we have Chrome OS. We have many OS. And then we have drivers, we have kernel, a lot of things that we have. Are we getting it? So that is what for system language. So we use C language to also build them. Then as a procedural programming language, it means that you have to specify a series of steps for that program to solve what? The problem. It means that you have to break every code into what? Function, data structure itself. That is why we call it what? Procedural language. Today, I know if you guys go, if you browse that, okay, what are the type of language that we have, how they define their routine, their method, and subroutine. Number one, you will see most common language, all language that we have, their core concept is based on three things. It is either that language, it is what? A procedural programming language, or an object programming language, or what? A functional programming language. Now, most of the language we are using now, they are object and functional programming language. Understand? So, which means they can handle objects that are real. Are we getting it? As a real life example of objects, and they use it to do what? To build what? Complicated or complex system. Whether it is application or a mobile application, desktop application, web application, are we getting any kind of application that you can think of? Now, you see all this language, they have the way we use them. You cannot say because you are learning C language now, you can use C language to build any kind of solution. No, it doesn't work that way. Are you getting it? It doesn't work that way at all. Now, and one problem of C language is that mostly it cannot be used for internet word programming like Java, .NET, PHP, and other. But one good thing is this: why is Java, all these .NET, PHP, they work on what? They use internet programming. Number one, Java have something unique that most programming languages don't have. We call it what? Applets. Are we getting it? So that's why you see most of the devices that you see that we tell you that even when we are using what are they calling it? When phone just came to Nigeria, then you understand mobile phone, we are using all this Nokia 3310, all this. Then we go to Symbian, you'll be seeing all this Java logo. Even up to now in your Android, there is Java embedded inside. Even with your iOS, which is your phone, your Apple system, your phone or your Apple system or your Apple phone. Are we there together? So we say C is also what? A structural programming language. It means it breaks code into what? Into programs. It breaks a program into block of code. So I explained that yesterday, that when you have a very big, large code that you are writing, and you know that it's going to give you a problem when it comes to debugging. So the best way to do them is to structure that code. Put them inside function. In some programming language, we can call them method, we can call them subroutine, and even in C language, we call them that. Why in some programming language, you are not this word, subroutine, you understand, will not be familiar with them. What mostly you'll be getting is method, you understand, function, properties, and all that. But let's continue. And we say it's also a mid-level programming language, which means it supports the features of both low-level and high-level language. It can convert into assembly code. It supports pointer. Are we getting it? Now, a low-level language means that it is what? It is machine independent. It is closer to the operating system. And if we say higher level language, which means it's not closer to the machine language because it's machine what? Independent. While low level language is what? Machine dependent, and it is easy to understand. So let me explain more. Now, on your phone, let's say you're trying to send message, you understand, on WhatsApp, you're trying to send it to somebody. You yourself, what you understand is human language, a language that is readable and everybody can understand. Any kind of language, whether it is English, Yoruba language, Chinese language, you understand, Japanese, Spanish, anything. Now, computer does not understand all this language, but we do. Now, let me tell you something. As you are looking at my screen, let me show you something. Imagine if I type google.com, computer does not understand the meaning of this google.com. But if I press enter, you will see home page of Google is what is actually displaying, but computer does not understand it. Now I'm going to show you another thing. Let me just type something like 001, 011, 001, something like this. Let me just press enter. You see, I don't know what I press actually, but computer understand everything I just pressed now. You can see it's showing me this. And I don't know what this is. And so if I continue, let's say I continue pressing 11111 something like that, and I press enter, it's going to continue showing me different things. Are we getting it? Different thing is going to continue showing me. Now, let's say I remove all these, and I try to use 0000000, then 11111, and I press enter. It's going to be going towards to sites that I've not even heard of. Are you getting it? So, which means computer understand zeros and what and one. You can use that to track even up to now. If you say, okay, you want to host a website, and you go to a hosting company, they will ask you, what is the name of your website? Okay, it's okay, the name of my website is something, www.something@.com or .net or .organization. So they are going to register it. As they are registering it, the computer will convert it from what? From that name to what? To something like this. Not actually something like this. If you convert it to something like, let's say, 192.168.100.23 this, you understand? The computer will convert it to this. Now, at this, still, the computer doesn't understand it very well. So, which means later, the computer is going to convert this 192. Are we getting it? It's going to convert it into binary. Because currently, this is not in binary. Are you getting it? But your website name will first be converted to something like this, which is IP version 4. Are we getting it? Which is a unique what? A unique address for every website that you can think of. Just like we have phone number. No two person can use the same phone number. Just like email address, the same thing. The computer is going to convert all this. Are we getting it? Then to convert it to what? To a language that it match. She can actually what? Understand. Now, there's one funny thing. We have three type of conversion. We have compiler, we have interpreter, and we have assembly language. Now, if you ask me, Java is a very good language. But if you ask me which programming language is the fastest when it comes to runtime execution, that language is called C++. C++ is one of the best programming language you can ever think of. I don't know whether you are getting it. Yes, C++ was built based on C language. But because C is very close to both human language, which is high-level language, and to low-level language, the runtime execution is very, very fast. Now, C language, which is this C, is very close to the machine language, but not that close to human language. So, which means its own running time execution is also great, but it's not that of what? That of C++. So, all right, let's continue from there. Yeah, sorry. So the history of programming language, we are going to skip this. Are we getting it? Anybody can learn the history on their own. It's not something serious. So what are the features of C language? As you can see, they say it's very simple. It's machine independent, main level programming language. It's structured. It has a rich library. As you can see, it can manage memory. It's very fast. As you can see, it has pointer. It's extensible. You understand? It has regression. So we are going to see all this. So, but let us move forward. Because this, we can talk about all this later, or you can just learn it normal on your own. So in this website, what they actually use is what? Turbo. You can see this is Turbo C++. So which means it's also something like this ID, Integrated Development Environment, code block. You can use it to write C++ or C. Any ID that you can use to write C++. You can also use it to write what? C program. And any ID that you can use to write C, you can use it for C++ as well. So this is just how to install it and all that. So let's go forward. So So we are here. This is firstly our C programming. How do we write C programming language? What are the things? What does all this means? You understand? Where did our program started from? Understand? Where will our program stop? How do we accept input from the user? How do we do it? How do we display something? If I want to do a complex calculation, what are the libraries that I'm going to need? What are the header files I'm going to need? How do I declare a variable? What is a variable? Are we getting it? So these are the things that we are going to be looking at now. So let's see. So to write a C++ program, we know. Now, if you open your code block has made it easy to the extent that I don't need to write everything from the beginning. The code will be generated. Most ID, they are like that. Are we getting it? So let's this code block open. Before we can start writing any programming language, before we can start writing any programs, because if we cannot write programs today, it means that we are going to write programs tomorrow. At least we are going to write nothing less than 10 programs. We are going to see how before they will even teach us, ALS will teach us how to accept data. I want us to do that tomorrow. I'm not trying to force you guys, to rush you guys. No, it's just a simple line of code to see how to accept data, any kind of data from the user. Are we getting it? We are going to see how to do that. Maybe probably from tomorrow and all that. So let's see. I want to create a new folder or a new project. Now let me tell you something. If you let's say you want to create a C program, you click on this new, and you click on what? Empty file. It's going to create a single file for you, but that file will be split into 3, which means it's going to be a problem for you. What I'm saying is this: let me create it. Let me create something like this. You understand? And you're going to see. You just open this because it's a file. It doesn't understand what I'm trying to do. So, but let me try to save it, which is Control X. Then you can see I can easily go back and give it a name. But the problem is that it's not going to put it inside this folder. It's not going to put my project inside folder. You can see it. Let's try it. Let me give it tutorial. Tutorial.c. This I've saved it, right? Now let me go back. Let me go to my folder structure. Let me go to my folder structure. Yeah, sorry. C. You can see C projects. Okay. Now let me come down. Now, do you see it? I only have this tutorial.c here. So which means immediately I started building my project, every extended file I will be creating will be here, but not inside a folder. And that is going to cause a problem later. So you have built a lot of programs, you have written a lot of programs. Now you want to turn it into an executable file so that people can actually install it. It's going to be a problem for you. So that is why we always do what for every project, make sure that you do what you create it inside a folder. As you can see, when I click on this, you can see it contains everything. The object, which is the OBJ, the main, you can see the main.c, which indicates that this is where the program will start from. As you can see, this is the application here. Can you see this is this application here? Now, I remember that when you guys were doing, when they were learning, for people that use GCC, to output, you are using .o for file so that you'll be able to output it. This is what you are trying to use. Are we getting it? All right. Now, if I run this program independently, it's going to run. I don't know whether we are getting it, but because I don't have, it's one of the present, so we can just go back and all that. So for this, I'm going to delete this, and we are going to create a new project from the beginning. Yes, I know. So I'm going to click on File, New. Yes, I'm going to always click on what? On Projects. Then click on what? Now, you can see you can pick any template. You can see you can pick anything from here. Look at this file. Anytime you are told to do what? To create what? A C header file, you come to this place to create what? A C header file, as you can see it. Now we have custom, we have user template. Maybe there is a template you actually want. You understand? You can come to this place and create that template.
Excuse me, please. I don't know. I missed something. I don't know. Please, can you repeat this process a little bit back? I missed where you went to.
That.
You said C header file. I missed a place where it was open. Projects.
Okay, all right. Yes, it's on this. Okay, let me just click this. All right. I'm going to delete this. Yes. Now let's say I click on file and I want to create. Let's say you want to create a program, even if it is a simple program. Are we getting it? Even if it is a simple program, always create towards a project, because you are going to be pushing that project to like GitHub or any other putting your project. You understand? So You are going to click on project. So I'm showing you that this project, like this project now, they are telling that I can create a lot of projects that I want. You can see this is a plugin. For people that have been using plugin, you see, let's say for people that are typing, you want to install Grammarly. There you just say Grammarly. You understand? We call it, whether it's the extension or it's a plugin, it's the same thing. You understand? Then you install it. So which means you can also create it here. Now look at this one. This is DirectX, which means you can use it to create games. For most people that are playing game, maybe you are playing PES or whatever, you always need DirectX to always make sure that your game look very great from the beginning. You understand? We have a lot of things that you can actually use here to. Are we getting it? We have OpenCV project. For people that have heard of OpenCV, we have OpenGL. If you have known, you will know that all this is also inside of Python and other programming language. But for this class, we are going to be using what you want to create a header file. You understand? Header file, that means the .h. Anything that can be in .h, we call it header. You understand? Then you come to file. You can see that you can pick your file here. Plus header. So which means you are allowed to do what? To actually create any header file from here. But for the purpose of this class, since we are starting from the beginning, we are not going to be creating any header file. A simple code. Are we getting a simple code? At least some of you can just try it this night. You understand? Because I know there are some applications you can actually download from use them. You understand? But it doesn't matter that I'm still not going to check. I'm still going to check for you guys and give you guys updates. The one, especially the one that you will be needing, the one that actually need what? Where you can type your code online and run it directly. You understand? Whether it's offline or something. All right, so let's go to this place. Then you click on go. When you click on go, it's going to ask you which project do you want to create. Is it for C++ or for what? For C. Let's see. Click next. What is the name of the project? I'm going to give it what? Tutorial. I don't need to put .c again because I've already chosen C. Are you getting it? So it's going to show you where exactly. You don't need to change this unless you want to change it. It's going to show you where your project is going. Showing me, there's going to be stored my name, document, the inside C project folder. As you can see it here. And this is my C project. It's going to store there because that file has been created automatically. So I'm going to click on next. Now you have to leave this one. Don't uncheck it because of what? Because of debugging and release. Let's say if there's any new update for that. So you can see it's asking for what? The type of compiler that I want to use. If I click, you can see I have different kind of compiler here. As the kind of compiler you want to use. Are you getting it? I have CY Win GCC. Visual C++. As you can see, I have Roland C++. You have many compilers that you can use, but we are going to be sticking to the default one. Are we getting it? Then you're going to click on what? On finish. When you click on finish, you can see this folder has been created for you by your left hand side. This is the name of your project. If I click it to open, it's going to open the source. And I click on the source, it's going to open the main.c. Now, I don't want you to get it confused. Someone asked me yesterday that the name of the file is actually this. Why is it showing? If you are familiar, I know that we are still going to learn how to develop a website using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, maybe like React, Node.js, or something like that. You guys are going to learn more. Now, that you see, man, most websites that you see, there is always what? A file that will be of this code, of this project. Are you getting it? This is the beginning of this website. All you know is this. Now, let me click. I want to show you something. I want to show you guys something. If I show, let me go to nairaland.com. Now, I open this website, right? Most of you will think that, so that means Netherlands has been saved somewhere on what? On the server. Yes, you are correct. Because I'm the client, then as a client, I request that I want to see this. You understand? So the provider is going to send it to us to the server. They are going to check. They will check my connection and everything. Then if that site is their reply. Anytime you type something on Google or anything, this is the reply you are going to get. Are you getting it? Now you see this file, this page that's open like this. Most of you will think that actually it should be showing nairaland.com. No, actually this page might be the first page, because this is the first page that's supposed to show. And if you go to that, if you open their server, their file, their project file, you are going to notice that yes, sorry, index.php. Are we getting it? Let me show you some of my PHP code. I have some of PHP code here. Yes, I don't know, maybe they are going to teach us PHP. For some of the projects you can see, I have space detention, some Navy, product expire, telemedicine, some projects. Then this is BUK for Bayero University. You understand? For every, you are always going to see. So do you see it? This is in, for the file that I have almost 43 files. As you can see, it is 43 files here. I have some images here. You can see this folder is for images. So that means anytime somebody uploads something, it's going to be stored in it here. So which means I push it online, and you can see every record is here. File. This is a configuration file. Are we getting it? So if I go, it says, so which means, and I have tons of CSS file, almost 18. Are you getting it? So which means all this, for this website to load now, is what? Is this index. Are you getting it? This is the first file that is going to load. Irrespective of anything that I have here, this is the first file that is going to load. So the same thing. Don't worry about this main.c. This indicator. This
hello.